Okay. We're back and everything is good. Probably. I think I updated everything. Double check. Yeah, it looks like everything's fine. Question mark? I think so. Okay. So, sorry about that. We are back at it again. We're going to be talking about today, essentially, we're going to be looking at, hold up, thing is bugging me. What's going on? Does everything look fine on your guys' end? My end is bugging a little bit. Hold. I think it's working. Looks like it's working. Okay, we're calling it quits there. If it's not working, I guess that's the end. Anyways, so last time we did a whole bunch of puzzles. We did a whole bunch of riddles and stuff that they can figure out, and so we're just gonna be going through them, making sure they work, and that it was not just a fever dream of them working. And we're gonna make sure that the puzzles are reasonably solvable, and we'll go from there and start incorporating lore and items and stuff into the game. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and switch this up here. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the last puzzles that we did. Let me hide the GM overlay real fast. Okay, and let me grab one of our dudes. Okay, so we did our four main puzzles, which are the ones that they need to be able to get out. So the first one is well, not the first one, but one of the four. They can do them in any order. Is the fire puzzle. So this one is a light with a hand that is cast as a shadow on the wall, and they basically have to either defeat the hand by, you know, hacking and slashing with their own shadows, or somehow dispel this magic orb, which I'm thinking is gonna be a little difficult. I'm not sure how exactly I want that to play out, but also if they come up with another solution like covering up the light or anything like that, that'll of course be allowed. Depends on how they solve the situation. Oh, actually, let me pull up my notes so we can look at those. Hold. On the way to Umbra? Is that right? Yes. Okay, sorry, I have an eyelash in my eye. And what? Oh. Okay, so on the way to Umbra. So, this whole shenanigans, all of this, is going to require them to move their physical character whenever they move. It's going to be really necessary that they portray what they are mentally wanting to do into the physical world on this map, because we're using dynamic lighting and because a lot of these puzzles require a little bit of movement involved in them. So that's just a heads up for your knowledge and for what I'm going to tell my players as well. So we did a puzzle on the front, which is going to be more, the purpose of that puzzle is to get them to reveal more about themselves. And it's going to be very much an abstract type puzzle, if that makes sense. Oh, sorry. So what is this riddle for? Oh, this is for the Earth room. Okay, I understand. So basically they have to figure out a riddle before they're allowed to go into the same room. So let's start from the top. Earth room is a stepping stone, and what I did to make this not unbearable for me, it's probably still gonna be a little difficult for me, but what I did, and what we'll go ahead and do, is just bring the GM overlay up a little. So basically if they stepped onto this stone has a this stone has a purple ring and a blue ring on it. So we'll catch all the purple and so all the blue rings will go to layer, send it to the GM layer. Layer, send it to the GM layer. And we'll do that for all the ones that have purple and blue rings around them. And how I made those rings was I went into settings and I went down to the auras and I made those. So as long as I don't select C on these, my players can't see these auras either. So a big part of this puzzle is them jotting down notes and essentially having to use what notes they have to remember what does what, basically. They could just brute force it and hop, and if one goes away, then they just hop to the next one, they hop to the next one, if that goes away, they hop back, they hop over, you know, you get the idea. So yeah, let me go ahead and bring those back from the GM overlay. Hold, token layer, cancel. Did I change any others? Just double check. Okay. Let's go back to the tokens layer. So that's how that puzzle is going to be. And this puzzle also, if they end up coming from this direction, it works both ways. So the map is reversible. I double checked that everything was reversible and they could still figure out last time that we talked. And yeah. So, another part of this puzzle I forgot to mention is I went into the dynamic lighting and I just dynamically lit all of the edges of this this maze. So going into the token overview, what they're gonna have to do is basically make their own map of this place. So they're gonna see, oh, I can go this way, I can go this way, but they have to be able to map it out themselves. So they can choose to go any direction, but if you go into, I think it's under map settings and dynamic lighting, Explorer mode. So Explorer mode allows you to, essentially places where you've been before are slightly grayed out, and the enemies and tokens that they saw there are not visible to them until they go back and go into their actual dynamic lighting range. So their actual range, which is like this circle. So Explorer mode is useful, but I don't want to use it for this because this maze is supposed to be reasonably disorienting, to some degree. And I want it to be as disorienting as possible. And I want them to write down the stuff that they see on it, essentially. So I want them to write down where they go in the maze and have them have to map it out themselves. I think that will make a little bit of a fun little time for me and for them. So anyways, so this is our Earth room puzzle. Our Foyer room puzzle is the Shadow Claw thing that I was talking about earlier. Let me hide the GM overlay. The air room. So this one's actually one of my favorite puzzles. Hold. My favorite riddles. What instrument? So the outdoor puzzle, where they kind of have to decide who has the most characteristics of what element. I made Lisbilda, who is the bard. I made her air because she very much embodies that kind of free spirit energy, I guess. Let me see, where is the air room? So I made it a little instrument riddle, which was fun. I love this riddle. It makes me happy. So basically they have to use their social skills, if any of them have any, to get through this puzzle. So basically the reflection is going to copy all of our movements, all of our actions, all of their voices, until they are essentially like, oh no, you go first, or something like that. And then the mirror image will be like, oh no, after you, I insist. And then they can walk through and get to the treasure that's on the other side. So each of these 4 rooms does have a treasure on the other end of the puzzle. And all of the smaller rooms are going to have smaller treasures that they can get, and then they can either keep or sell. It's up to them. I am yawning so much, and for what? It's terrible. So next up is the water room. So I kind of want this to make, I want to make this like a creek or a river is the answer. Anything in that vein will work for me personally. So the water room is a cylindrical room, and basically they see a thin line drawn about 3 feet above head height, and this is where the water has to reach in order for the door to be revealed. So they have to figure out some way to either move said water up to where that is, or where that line is, or they can like clog up the drains that are at the bottom, or they can figure out some other nifty way to get that puzzle figured out. So yeah, so those are the 4 main rooms. Those are the rooms that they have to figure out in order to get out of here. So these are basically earth, fire, air, water symbols that will glow once they've completed one of the rooms. And my guess is that they will either do the air room or the water room first. So the water room, once they figure out that puzzle, it is going to reveal a doorway up at the top that will open. Oh my god. It will reveal a doorway at the top that will open, that will lead them into this room through an above area. Yes. Okay, so I just closed everything. So we do have a couple other rooms. The next one is the sunroom on our little list here. This is, I've made it the sunroom because I just put a little sun symbol on it. So this room has 4 pictures that we can, so part of why I made this map so big is so that they can zoom in on the individual rooms and be like, oh, we can travel around, and then individual like combats or problem solving can be done in here. So they could take like the freehand drawing and be like, well, I think that this is this and such. Ah! Such and such. Hold. I've made a mistake, a grave mistake. Hold. There we go. Now we'll move that door back. So they'll see a door over here, and they will see 4 pictures, and they will see a riddle that says, tell the story of our ruler in just 4 words. And once they come into this room, I'll go ahead and assign, basically select these all to be controlled by all players, so they can physically move them around and put them in the correct order. So tell the story of a ruler in just 4 words, and then you notice 4 paintings on the wall. All of them hold a figure that faces away. Each is labeled with a single word. So it goes it goes waves, music, titan, marvel. And that's the order that they're supposed to be in. So they're supposed to use the context clues from the actual paintings, but on top of that, they could just brute force it if they wanted to. I kind of want to put a consequence for getting it wrong. I don't know, maybe we'll have like something happen where they take damage, like the room begins to fill with water or something like that. I don't know. We'll see if they try to brute force it, and if they do, then maybe I'll like send a shockwave or something through that hurts them. I don't know. Next we have the key room. Hold. Oh my gosh, I have to zoom out. Oh god, I zoomed too far out. I don't know where my little dude is. Okay, there we go. Over to the side, scrolling down. So the key room is just a little simple riddle I found online. They have little riddles next to them, so basically they gotta light a fire at the bottom and put some gold on top to make a key. And then that key will lead them to this room, which will have treasure in it. Next we have the statues room, which I want to change these riddles because my players can only do certain damage at certain times, and it's important that they are able to defeat this puzzle. So basically it's 3 riddles with 3 little statues, and each statue can only be defeated by that type of damage. Oh, hold, there we go. Okay, so I do want to change at least the lightning one, because I don't think any of them can do lightning offhand without expending like a huge spell slot. So I'm probably gonna change that one. And then I will probably also change ice, I think, maybe to some kind of radiant. I don't know. We'll see. So we need to edit that one today. And then we have 3 rooms off to the side. Hold. So we have these 3 rooms, and they're just gonna each have riddles in them that my players can solve if they so wish, if they so please. So yeah. Oops. And they're just random riddles that I chose. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started on the edits that we need to make. The first is the statue room. So what I did was, let me pull up my players. First I warned them to bring something to write with, because I think they're going to want to draw out the map for themselves, and on top of that, they may have notes for like the stepping stones room or the 4 elements puzzle that leads to the whole thing. I asked them what kinds of damage they did. I know necrotic is pretty open for them. I know force is pretty open for them. Actually, let me go into Tina, because she gave me a lot of her stuff. So control flames, firebolt, mind sliver, minor illusion, hold earth. So we could do one that's fire. Can't do one that's my brain is working. We can do one that's force. Mind Sliver does psychic damage if I remember correctly. Hold. Mind Sliver 5e. Psychic damage. I wish I knew which one of these were their, I wish I knew which ones were their cantrips versus their regular spells. Let's see. Radiant and Force damage. Necrotic. Slashing, piercing, and necrotic. We have multiple people who can do psychic damage. So maybe there's a riddle where the answer is mind. A riddle with the answer mind. Hidden in its case, sitting on its stem, this thing can be alighted at the slightest whim, but will become dim then when it's in disorder and wanders far but never leaves its quarters. I kind of like this one. It's a little too open-ended for me. Oh. What can be found in a reminder? What you do to a gap, what you've done to a quarry, the greats all think alike, being out of its reason for worry. Or pay it none, ignore its eye, it's yours right, or is yours right or is yours blown? Has it slipped, been taken off, or set? A piece of it, some piece for it. Has it even crossed yours yet? I kind of like this one. It's a little bit more on the nose. Wah! Kind of like this one. But can still lose. Kind of like this one. It's a little sharper, a little bit more straightforward. So this will be psychic damage. A knife! No! Do clerics? I wonder what Jesse's cantrips are, but I guess we'll find later. So is Radiant. Radiant damage. How do I look tonight? Radiant. The sacred light is constant or bright, wholesome, and strong to shine not only the wounded faithful to cure, but also to chastise the malign. I'm guessing the broader is set up a thing where they need to deal the riddles type of damage to some mark to trigger a lot. Magic lock is similar, yeah. I think that we could settle for light. So riddle where the answer is light. Ugh. I don't like any of these. Harder than I thought. Stuffed with my lack and wise one so clearly can't see, but ere ye move forward or back, flood ye this chamber with me. I don't like the old English of it. I kind of like this one. It's a little too obvious for me personally, but it's what we got. It's what we got. Oh, old. I'll hold. Chastise the malign. This is radiant. A knife! No! I kind of want to change that to necrotic. Answer. Oh, sorry. A riddle where the answer is death. Aside from taxation. Of all that begins. I have no end and none of the end of all that begins. That one's a little too plain? I don't know. I cause death. Time. Interesting. I guess we just keep the knife one. Sometimes I shine, sometimes I dull, sometimes I am big, and sometimes I am small. I can be pointy, I can be curved. And don't ask me questions because even though I'm sharp, I'm not smart enough to answer you. What am I? Okay. I think we call that. Calling that good enough? Question mark? The 3 riddle rooms. Pronounces 1 letter and when 2 letters there are and only 2 in me. I'm double, I'm single, I'm black, blue, and gray, I'm red from both ends, but the same either way. What am I? They come at night without being called and are lost in the day without being stolen. What are they? What is always in front of you but can't be seen? Future. I like this. Okay, I like what we have so far. Sick. Okay, so I think that our this is wrong. Good call. There it is. I think that our actual puzzles are complete at this point. So now all that we have to do is find some items to put in here. I want to give them a little bit. Oop, my headphones are hot. I want to give them a little bit of an excess of items. knowing that they're either not going to have a ton of room to attune them, or that they're not going to want all of them, because I want to give them some stuff to sell. I want to give them some monies. So let's go ahead and pull up the Dungeon Master's Guide. Wow. Okay, treasure. Hello? There we go. Treasure, magic items. Okay. This is gonna be rather boring. So if you have like a favorite magic item, feel free to toss it in chat, and then we will take a nice little look at it. Hold. There we go. Alright. While you're wearing it, any critical hit up against you becomes a normal hit. That's pretty sick. Kind of like that. But I already gave Cass a set of plate armor that has fire resistance to it. So I don't want to give him another set of armor immediately after that. So let's take a look. Alchemy Drug. Amulet of Health. Constitution. Could you get out of the way, perhaps? Then we will just not save. Remind me not to save this. Kind of like this. So what we're gonna do is actually use this little DM's area. And toss some of our favorites. So I'm actually gonna move this to the side where you guys can't see, and we'll just copy and paste them together. Hold. There we go. You're hidden from divination magic. You can't be targeted by such magic or perceived through magical scrying sensors. Amulet of the Plains. I actually don't think I ever... I don't believe I ever got what magic items you cited. Can you post them in our personal chats? I may have just forgotten. It's very possible. Amulet of the Plains. You can use an action to name the location you're familiar with on another plane of existence. You cast a spell, Plane Shift. I kinda like that, actually. That's kind of funny. Apparatus of Polish. Appears to be a large sealed iron barrel. The barrel has a hidden catch, which can be found with a successful DC 20 check. Releasing the catch unlocks a hatch at the end of the barrel. 2 are medium or smaller creatures to crawl inside. 10 levers are set in a row. The apparatus transforms to resemble a giant lobster. What the fuck? What the hell? Amazing. Oh. I don't like cursed stuff. Armor of invulnerability. You have resistance to knowledge. Oh. I'll think I want to use that, but... Armor of Resistance, they already have that. Arrow Catching Shield. Gain a +2 bonus to AC against a ranged attack. But doesn't a shield just give you a +2? This bonus in addition. Oh, in addition. If I would keep reading. Arrow of Slaying. Maybe I give them some arrows of demon or devil slaying some kind. I don't know. The bag of beans. Bag of holding. Bag of tricks. Bead of force. Typically 1d4 beads are found together. You can use an action to throw the bead up to 60 feet. The bead explodes on impact and is destroyed. Oh, I am cold. Fit for what? Belt of Dwarven Kind. You instantly grow a full beard. Belt of Giant Strength. I don't think I want to give them something like this early on. Maybe. Boots of Elven Kind. Ah, this would help them actually. Maybe I should put this into the air location. I don't know. We'll take a look after we're done here. Okay. Boots of Elven Kind don't require attunement? That's actually insane. Huh. What? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. They don't require attunement. That's crazy. Alright. Whatever the DM guide says. Boots of Levitation. Boots of Speed. I don't think any of them... They're all medium creatures. They're not small. So they should be fine. Boots of the Winterlands. This one requires attunement, but the Elven Kind doesn't? That's whack, man. Wild. Bowl of Commanding Water Elementals. Braces of Archery. Bracers of Defense. I think I already gave them one of these. Wearing no armor and using no shield. I think she wears armor though. Oh well. Brooch of Shielding. Room of Flying. It's not a brooch, that's like a clasp. It's not a brooch. Hello? Candle of Invocation. I kind of like that. Okay, so we have a couple of options here. If we did a Candle of Invocation, so actually let's take a look at our dudes. If it works. Hello? Okay, good. So we have Ayla, who has a god. We have Oriana, who has a being. of some kind. We have Cass, who does not have a god, and we have Lisbilda, who does not have a god. So let's take a look at our gods. Old. The work drive? D&D. Very groups, very the gods overview. Okay. God of Tyranny, Change, and Luck. Justice and Nobility. Magic and the Arts. Could do Corellon. I don't like Corellon as a god. He's kind of boring. I do eventually want to go through my gods list and like revamp it, because I think a lot of them are boring. And a lot of them are based off of like races, which I also find boring, because it's like, where did all the other ones come from, you know? We could do Arathis, Chaotic Evil, some knowledge. But so this candle, Wilden, this candle, when it's lit after burning for 4 hours, the candle is destroyed. You can snuff it out early for use at a later time. Deduct it in increments of 1 minute. Fall lit. Any creature whose alignment matches. And then any cleric or druid whose alignment matches. You can cast first level spells they prepared without expending spell slots. Spell's effect is as if cast with a first level spell slot. When you cast the candle for the first time, you can use the gate spell with it. Doing so destroys the candle. This seems overpowered a little bit for their level. I might do this later, so I'm actually gonna grab a quick screenshot of it to toss into my chat, and then we'll just not use it for this specific area. Gold? Hello? Control B. There it goes. Don't know why. She swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die while wearing this cap underwater. Cape of the Mountebank. They're like, you smell weird. While wearing it, you can cast the Dimension Door spell. As an action, when you disappear, you leave behind a puff of smoke. Appear in a similar cloud of smoke at your destination. The smoke lightly obscures the space you left and the space you appear in. It dissipates. Old? I think we'll put this in our pocket. We'll put it in our pocket. I don't think I want to give this to them yet, because Dimension Door is it's a pretty hefty spell for their level. They're 8th level now at this point, so it's up there. It's a 4th level spell, which is the highest that they can cast right now. I'm not giving them a carpet of flying. Sorry. I'd rather give them a helm of teleportation. I do not want to deal with that in combat. It would just be too much on my brain. Chime of opening. Object within 120 feet of you that can be opened. Chime issues a tone. 10 times. It cracks and is useless. Huh. Perhaps. I don't like this. I think this would only work against like non-magical locks. But yes, I do kind of like that. Circlet of Blasting. Attack bonus of +5. Cloak of Arachnida. You have resistance to poison, and you have climbing speed. I don't know if I want to use that. Oh no. Place near your actual, causing any creature to have disadvantage. If you take damage, the property ceases to function until the start of your next turn. This property is suppressed while you're incapacitated, restrained, or otherwise We'll put this in our pocket. I don't think I want to give this to them at this level, but we'll put it in our pocket. Into the pocket. Alright, Cloak of Elven kind. I now see why they made the Elven kind boots. A stealth in unattunement, because this requires attunement. Cloak of Invisibility. While you're invisible, anything you are carrying or wearing is invisible with you. You're invisible when you see swear. Let's, since it has 2 parts, I'm gonna look up Cloak of Invisibility. 5E. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, we're gonna make it smaller. We're gonna scroll down. Bro. So what I'm thinking for that is that if they use it to like attack somebody, then it's the same rules as invisibility, but then they could sneak around, which would be sick. It also requires attunement, which is nice. For every uninterrupted period of 12 hours, the cloak gets unused, it regains 1 hour of duration. Huh. See, this is tricky. You have to really keep track of it. Cloak of Protection. Why is this thing always in my way? Maybe bibbidi bop boop over here. Cloak of the Bat. That's fun. Light or darkness, you can grip the edge of the cloak and fly. I love that. It's amazing. I kind of like the Cloak of the Manta Ray. That would be fun to just have on hand. But I do want to discourage the use of items that make them split up, basically. Cloak of the Bat. I kind of like this, actually. I don't know if I want to give it to them at this level or not, but I do like this a little. Kind of want to give them this. I feel like scrying is so useful. It's so useful. And it's because most of them have only a certain number of spell slots, not spell slots, spells that they can choose. 2 out of the 3 of my spellcasters. I just don't want to basically force them into taking spells they don't want, because it's necessary for the team rather than themselves, you know? Like, of course, in certain situations, that's gonna be necessary. But I still don't wanna, I wanna give them a little bit more leeway, than I probably should, but, meh. Cube of Force Faces. Ooh. Cubic Gate. This cube is 3 inches across and radiates palpable magical energy. The 6 sides of the cube are each key to a different plane of existence. The other sides are linked to planes determined by the DM. You can use an action to press one side of the cube to cast the gate spell with it. Portal to the plane key to that side. Alternatively, if you use an action to press one side twice, cast the plane shift spell. I don't like the idea of giving them a gate spell because that's an extremely powerful spell. So I'm thinking maybe I do this but without the gate spell on it. I just I don't know. Giving players gate is so weird because they can summon literally anybody they know the real name of, which is going to be most of their allies. And as an ally, personally, I would be like, you called me here for what? Bro? I don't know if I want to put that power into their hands. And I also don't know if I want to give them the power to call a creature that they've read about to them. I don't think I want to do that. I don't think I do. Okay. Instant Fortress is cool, but not something I really want to give them. Dagger of Venom. Dancing Sword. You can use a bonus action to toss a sword into the air and speak the command word. The sword begins to hover, flies up to 30 feet, and attacks one creature of your choice. While a sword hovers, you can use a bonus action to cause it to fly 30 feet to another spot. Cause it to attack a creature. I don't hate it. I just don't know if I want to give it to my players. Endless Water. They would have to seek this out if I wanted this shit. Like, Deck of Illusions. Deck of Many Things. There's always a temptation to give that to your players. Defender. Any sword, you gain +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls. On each of your turns, you can transfer some or all of the sword's bonus to your armor class instead of using it on any attacks. That's really cool. I want to put it in my pocket. I do. I want to put it in my pocket. I do like it. I do. Okay. Okay. Demon Armor. Dimensional Shackles. You can use an action to place these shackles on an incapacitated creature. The shackles adjust to fit a creature of small to large size. In addition, serving as mundane manacles, the shackles prevent a creature from using any extra-dimensional movement. They don't prevent them from going through a portal. You and any creature you designate when you use the shackles can use an action to remove them. I'm gonna put put it in my pocket. I don't think I want to use it this time around, but maybe in the future. Maybe something they pick up on another plane? I don't know. Dragon Slayer sword. Let me double check. There's nothing up here. I don't think there is. There is not. Scroll. Dragon Slayer weapon. Any sword. Rare. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. I don't think we're gonna have a lot of dragons in this campaign unless they go to a very, very specific place in Varshavan. So I don't think I want to give him this. And also that place in Varshavan is going to be a very dragon-friendly place. So I don't think that's gonna be in their best interest to have. Drift globes. Glow the small sphere of thick glass weighs 1 pound. Speaker can emanate light or daylight. Once used, daylight can be used again until next dawn. The globe hovers in this way until you or another creature grasps it. If you're more than 60 feet from the hovering globe, it follows you until it is within 60 feet. It takes the shortest route to do so. If prevented from moving, the globe sinks gently to the ground and becomes inactive, and its light leaks out. I like this, actually. I think it's nice and... it's a little floofy. I like it. Dust of disappearance. Dust of dryness, dust of sneezing and coughing. Dwarven plate. Dwarven thrower. Elemental gem. Okay, so while we've been doing all this, I've been kind of thinking about what lore I want to incorporate into these tunnels, and I don't think there is any aside from those paintings that we talked about in the sunroom. I want this to be basically an ancient relic type area. I don't know if I want it to be super lore intensive. I kind of want them to seek out lore on their own. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyways, Ifrited Shade. Elemental gem. Strain controls elemental energy. The elemental is summoned as if you cast the conjure elemental spell. Interesting choices. I feel like these all should be switched except for the red, but that's just me. Elixir of health. When you drink this potion, it cures any disease afflicting you and removes the blinded, deafened, paralyzed, and poisoned conditions. This would be fun to give them, because if they sell it and it's used later, that would be an interesting little thing that happened. For smoking bottle. Eyes of charming. Eyes of minute seeing. This would be actually pretty interesting because none of them have None of them are intelligence based. So they're gonna find it a little difficult to do investigating stuff. So we'll put that in there. I said the eagle. I don't want to give them even better perception, sorry. Blade tug, folding boat. What do they look like? The gauntlets. The gauntlets. Frostbrands. Gem of brightness. This prism has 50 charges. While you're holding it, you can use an action to speak one and words. It's too much words. Too much words. Gem of seeing is 3 charges. You speak for the next 10 minutes. You have true sight. I kinda want to do this, but have one that does not require attunement and does not regain charges. So maybe we'll make our own little version of that. Hello, Press X for Awesome. Thanks for joining. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. We're just talking about items at this point, I think. Old. And we're talking about which ones we want to put in our little, my brain isn't working today. I'm lagging mentally. Which ones we want to put in our little maze here. So let's take a look here. Gloves of thievery. These gloves are invisible while worn. I don't think any of them have proficiency in sleight of hand. So we'll put this in our pocket. I don't think I want to give it to them this time around. Hello, how are you doing? How's it going? How's it going? Goggles of night, dark vision. They already have dark vision. Every single one of them. Out of disguise. Headband of intellect. Might give this to them, just because they all have such low intelligence. We'll put this in our pocket. We'll put it in our pocket. I'm doing a-okay. I tend to give my players too many magic items. Same. I try to give them more attunement items, so they have to, like, they can only have 3 at a time, so they have to, like, balance what stuff they want. So kind of a way to balance it out. But I also like giving them the option of being able to sell all their stuff. So, Helm of Brilliance. Helm of Comprehending Languages. This is a scary helm for such an innocuous first level spell. Actually wild. I think I'm just obsessed with aesthetic, because I would put none of these. Oh, maybe this backpack, but I would put none of these on my character. I do not have carry weight. So what I tell my players at the beginning of my campaign is I'm like, as long as it physically fits on your person, I don't really care how much it weighs. I just, like, that's too much to keep track of. It's too much. I don't want to tell you how much this helm weighs, because I don't know, and I don't care, frankly. That's just my personal viewpoint on the subject, but I think that people who do track carry weight are built different, and I am simply not built that way. I cannot. My brain is too overloaded already. I do eventually want to give them some kind of helm of teleportation, but of course, make it aesthetic, make it like a circlet or something. Holy Avenger. We'll put this in our... Oh, this is root attunement by a paladin. That's dumb. Horn of Blasting. You can use an action to speak the horn's command word, and then blow the horn, which emits a thunderous blast in a 30-foot cone that is audible 600 feet away. Away. I don't think I care about that. Horse or similar creature, they allow the creature to move normally while floating 4 inches above the ground. That's fun. What if we gave that to Lisvilda, who is a deer centaur? In my games, they could have like 20 swords if they really want them, but they can't have a life-size gold statue in their backpack. That would require something like a bag of holding. Yeah, so my players, so because we were starting at 7th level for this campaign, I told them, I was basically like, hey, if you think your character would have a bag of holding, go for it. That's kind of how I approached the whole thing, because they're 7th level. That's pretty, like, you've been doing stuff for a while. So I was basically like, if you think your character would have said item, take it. If you think I also did that for languages. I was like, if you think your character would know more languages than your backstory or whatever lets you have, take it. If you think that you would, I also let them take what I called half languages, which is where you're able to like understand people but not speak it yourself. Or like if it has a similar text to a language that you know, then you're able to read that language very vaguely, but you're able to get the gist of the language, of whatever's written. I am yawning like a motherfucker today. What is going on? Immovable rod. I don't want to give him that. I've seen the shenanigans. I don't want to give him that. Instrument of the bards. Oh, sometimes have these instruments exist, each named after a legendary bard college. Intriguing. Control weather, cure runes. Cure runes. Cure runes, yes. Fly invisibility, levitate, protection. Cure spell magic, energy. Lightning only. Stone shape wall, fire wind wall. We'll put this in our pocket, I think. Instruments of the bard. Hold. Simply reforming everything. And then we'll toss this into our pocket. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. Hello? There we go. I do want to give them some Ioun stones. Oh, those manuals of upping your stats. I want to get one of those at least in there. I just don't know. I don't know which one. Maybe intelligence? since they need it. How far into the dungeon is the party? They actually, so our last session got canceled, which was when they were supposed to find the cave and start like descending into it. But we canceled it, obviously. So we're just waiting on one of my players to get her schedule for her work because she's a nurse. And then we will be playing hopefully next week. So they haven't actually gotten into the cave yet, which is nice because I can just plan it all out and I don't have to worry about trying to rush stuff, which is nice. So we'll probably be playing either, she gets her schedule in I think 2 days. So we'll probably be playing next week or maybe on Sunday. We'll see. We'll see. So the Ioun Stone, I do want to give them, I want to give them something that ups their stats, so let's just mark down Ioun Stone, because I know what those are. And then maybe we'll toss in a manual of some kind, maybe of intelligence, and get them to up their stats a little. See which one of them decides to take that. Mace of Disruption, Javelin of Light. This is Smiting. Luck Blade. Made with this weapon while the sword is on your... So okay. A +1 bonus to saving throws, that's nice. Does it have to be an item they could potentially lose and then lose the buff? I think every item is that way. If it gets taken off of them in a fight or something like that, then they lose the buff. At least that's how I rule magic items in my games. I also think it makes it interesting because, like, if you think about arcane focuses, for example. All of my characters that I've made in the past have always had their arcane focus be something a little, like, innocuous or somewhere where you wouldn't initially look. Like, one of them was a tongue piercing. And basically it was a forethought, and I like enabling forethought for stuff. It was a forethought of, where are people going to be looking if they want to stop me from casting spells, or if they want me to stop using this item, or they want me to stop doing whatever? And the answer is they're going to be not looking. They're going to be looking on your physical person. If you have a staff or you have a wand, they're going to be trying to take that away, if they are at all. So yeah. It also gets I think it enables my players to think a little bit more, outside the box, and think a little bit more about what, basically, if their enemy has a arcane focus, what is that focus, and can they figure it out? I think that's fun. Is there a way you could give them the buff permanently? Yes, there are, like, manuals of, there's these books that basically every 100 years, somebody can read the book over, like, I think it's like 4 days or what have you, and gain a permanent buff to their stat. It sucks that it can only be used by one player, but also that's a way to keep it balanced. So it can only be used by one player every 100 years. Mace of Terror, Mentor of Spell Resistance. I'm not against giving this, but I definitely want to put it in my pocket. Yes, these manuals of bodily health. So this one raises your constitution. This one raises, I think, your strength. Yeah, your strength. There's a ton of these. Quickness of action is dexterity. Manual of fish oh, I thought it said fish golems. I was like, golems made out of fish. So let's toss all of these in here because I do want to put them in my pockets. Put them in my pocket. for later use, even if I don't use them necessarily in this, this thingamling. No, not golems. I do not want to give them the golems. Weakness of action. Thought. Valiant, while wearing it, you can detect thoughts. That's okay. Mithril armor. Mithril is a light, flexible metal. They normally have disadvantage. The mithril version does not. You can breathe normally in any environment. You have advantage on saving throws made against harmful gases and vapors. Necklace of fireballs, necklace of prayer beads. Kinda like that. 9 lives stealer. You gain +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls. The sword has, if you score a critical hit that has fewer than 100 hit points, it must succeed on a con save or be slain instantly. That's crazy. Marvelous pigments. I don't want to give my I don't want to give my players that. Oath bow. When you make a ranged spell attack against your sworn enemy, advantage on the roll. We may do a different version of this with like a sword or something, because we have a couple of people who might have the oath vibes of this. Oil of sharpness. For 1 hour, the coded item is magical and +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls. Okay, maybe we give them some of this. Again, this is going to be a very, very boring little talk that we're having here. I'm going through and deciding what would serve my players as well as the campaign in a way, either now or later on. And then after this, we're gonna go through the options that we picked and decide what stuff we want to put into the actual cave system, and we'll decide which ones those are and where they are. Pearl of Power. I would rather give them a Ring of Cell Storing because it makes them have to think. While wearing this pendant. Against poison. Oh, I kind of like the idea of doing this one. Of, you immediately stabilize. No, I don't want to do that one because, I have a homebrew rule where, when you do death saving throws, a failed death saving throw equals a bad memory that you tell the group, and then a successful death saving throw is a good memory that you tell the group. So I don't want to do that. I don't. Pipes of Haunting. Pipes of the Sewers. Plate armor of etherealness. Portable hole. Potion of animal friendship. Potion of clairvoyance. Wait, clairvoyance, is that not? Clairvoyance, baby. Create invisible center. I kind of want to give this to them. I just want to see what they do with it, you know? I want to see what they do. put this in our pocket. I love a little shrink me, or drink me, eat me, from Alice in Wonderland moment. I think that's fun. Potion of fire breath. Potion of flying. Gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 hour. I don't want to give them that. Maybe we'll put it in our pocket, but I don't want to give that to them this time around. Gaseous form. That might be fun. I love giving players items that I'm like, I don't know what they'll use this for, but I'll probably regret it later. Potion of giant strength. I'm not against it. I think it's better than like the belt of giant strength or what have you. Potion of growth. I don't want to do that one. I think that one's not as fun as the potion of shrinking. Potion of healing we already got. Bless spell. That's nice for an hour. Maybe we'll put that in our pocket. Potion of invisibility. Fun, fun, fun. I'm just gonna copy down all of these. Potion of invulnerability. We're not gonna give them that this time, but maybe we will later. Potion of longevity. When you drink this potion, your physical age. That's crazy. I don't want to give him that though. Potion of mind reading. I love me some divination spells. Potion of resistance, of course. So, they don't have... No, they do have the identify spell. But they have it in the form of a ring or something. They can only use that, I think, 3 times per day. So they'll be finding a lot of items here, so they'll have to research them over the next couple of days. It'll be necessary. I am honestly a little impatient to get to the rings because the rings have some of my favorite stuff. Ring of Spell Storing is by far probably my favorite item. You know, aside from like the manuals that permanently increase your stats. I love the idea of being able to go to the end of a in-game day and just store unused spells. I think that's really fun, personally. The haste spell, that's pretty nice. I kind of like the Potion of Vitality too. Potion of water breathing. I don't find this useful because as a wizard player, I just learn water breathing and then ritually cast it every single morning, and it lasts for 24 hours. So, but none of them are wizards, which is a tragedy, frankly. But it's still something to keep in mind that they can't necessarily do that on a whim. Ring of Animal Influence. Gains 1d3 extended charges daily. Well, friendship, fear. I don't like that. Ring of Elemental Command. Ring of Evasion. That's nice. That's really nice. So we'll toss that in there. Put it in our pocket for later, perhaps. Ring of Evasion. This ring has 3 charges and it regains 1d3 charges at dawn. Ring of Feather Falling. Ring of Free Action. That's kind of powerful, I don't know if I want to give this to them. Ring of Invisibility. Well, we'll put it in our pocket. We'll put it in our pocket. That way if I have something where I'm like, I don't want them all to be paralyzed, then they have a way out. The Ring of Invisibility. Why are you split onto 2 columns? I hate it. I don't want to do it just because of that. I don't actually want to give them that, actually, because that's it's a little overpowered, I think. My toes are so cold. Ring of Mind Shield. Interesting. I don't think I want to give them that. Ring of Protection, as per usual. Ring of Resistance. Ring of Shooting Stars. That's a pretty name. Ring of Spell Story! Let's fucking go! Yeah! 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 Woohoo! I love the Ring of Spell Storing. Spell is 7th level or lower. The spell is no instead targets the caster. That's such a fun item. I would be so sad if this happened against the big bad, but kind of like it. Ring of the Ram. Ring of 3 Wishes. Huh. I don't want to, of course I wouldn't give that to them now. But I kind of like it. I kind of want to use it at some point. The Ring of 3 Wishes. Bruh. There we go. I don't like the format of that. This is much better. So of course not at this moment, but in the future. Okay. Of warmth, of water walking, of X-ray vision, of eyes. That's kind of terrifying. I don't want to give them that. That's so creepy. I don't like it. Give them wishes? You're braver than I. Yeah, I wouldn't give them that now by any means, but like when they're level 20 as like a, it's on the hand of the big boss, and the big boss like can use maybe one of the wishes, and then there's a couple more that they can use at the end of the campaign. I think that would be fun. I think it would. I also, like, just as a heads up, I would not do that for every group, me and this group, and a lot of the groups in my past as well, have had an understanding of each other, of like a tone of respect, I think. That kind of, you know, I give them a lot of leeway on stuff, and in return, they don't abuse my world. Does that make sense? I don't know. There's an understanding between us. Robe of scintillating colors. That's such a cool cape! Robe of stars. I love it. Anyways. You can use an action to basically distract enemies. It's pretty sick. Robe of stars. The black or dark blue robe is embroidered with small white or silver stars. You gain a +1 bonus to saving throws. 6 stars are particularly large. While wearing this robe, you can use an action to cast one of the spells. Daily dusk 1d6 root stars to reprint the robe. While you wear the robe, you can use an action to enter the astral plane. I don't think I want to give my players that, but I do love the look. I love it. Robe of the Archmagi. Requires attunement by a sorcerer, warlock, or wizard. This elegant garment is made from exquisite cloth. That's stupid. You can't tune to the robe of Archmagi. It doesn't correspond with your alignment. You gain these benefits while wearing the robe. If you aren't wearing armor, your base armor class is 15 plus your dex. That's pretty nice. You have advantage on saving throws against spells. Your spell save DC and attack bonus increased by 2. No. We have the fire opals in my game. So I have refined fire opals that basically give you a buff to your DCs and attacks. I'm not gonna give them another one. Robe of useful items is not something I want to give my players. Robe of absorption. Robe of the Archmagi. Rod of absorption. Rod. I did not read that right. You can use your reaction to absorb a spell. Spell's energy is stored in the rod. The energy is the same level as the spell. Cast the rod. When you become attuned to the rod, you know how many levels of energy. I don't want to give my players that. That seems whack. Rod of lordly might. There's no way. That's too many words. There's too many words, frankly. Rod of the Pact Keeper. While holding this rod, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and to the saving throw DCs of your warlock spells. But we have no warlocks in this household. Rod of Resurrection. You can use an action against one of the spells. Interesting. I might put this in my pocket. Heal or resurrection? Interesting. I want to put that in my pocket. I kind of like that. I am fading quickly because I am hungry. So maybe we go on another like 15 more minutes? Rod of Rulership. You can use an action to present the rod and command obedience. I don't like that. Rod of Security. Use an action to activate it when the rod instantly transports you and up to almost 200 other willing creatures. Paradise. That's buck wild. Regardless of its nature, the paradise contains enough water and food to sustain its visitors. Everything else can only use there. For example, a flower picked in the garden in the paradise disappears if it is taken outside of extraplanar space. For each hour spent in the paradise, a visitor regains hit points as if it had spent 1 hit die. Huh. When the time runs out or use an action, all visitors reappear in the lodge. Can't be used again until 10 days have passed. I want to put this in my pocket. I love the idea of this. I really do. I love the idea of this. This would not be like until like end game area, but I do really love the idea of that. Rope of climbing. Rope of entanglement. This is Scarab of Protection. How many more pages do we have? Dear Lord. You can't be dismounted against your will if your conscience. The attack rolls made against the mount have disadvantage. Scarab Protection. While you hold this beetle-shaped medallion in your hand for 1 round, an inscription appears on its surface revealing its magical nature. It provides 2 benefits while it is on your person. You have advantage on saving throws against spells, and use your reaction. That's boring. It's still boring. Scimitar of Speed. Scroll of Protection. Beans? Scroll Protection? Using an action to read the scroll includes you area. Form a 5-foot radius, 10-foot high cylinder. Interesting. Sending Stones, Sentinel Shield. I think that the Sending Stones are extremely underpowered. Personally. Shield of Missile Attraction. Slippers of Spider Climbing. They're like fuzzy slippers. Amazing. While you wear these light shoes, Sovereign Glue, Spell Scroll. I do love me some spell scrolls. Let's just toss that in here. Spell scrolls. Wow, wow, wow. Spell Guard Shield. While holding the shield, you have advantage on saving throws against spell. Not against it. I think that would almost be better than like a Mantle of Spell Resistance or what have you. Too many words. Staff of Fire, Staff of Charming, Staff of Healing. Kind of want to eventually help them out with the healing issue. Because there's only 4 of them, I want to give them a little bit more of a power up. Staff of Power, Staff of Striking, Staff of Swarming Insects, Staff of the Adder, Staff of the Mage. Too many words, bro. Staff of the Python. It's pretty. Staff of the Woodlands. Staff of Thunder and Lightning. Staff of Withering. Oh, the Thunder and Lightning one looks so cool. Controlling Earth Elemental, Stone of Good Luck. While this polish jacket is on your person, gain +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws. Sunblade. Boring. Sword of Answering. Only 9 of these blades are meant to exist. Huh. Backtalker. That's silly. Sword of Life Stealing. You also gain 10 temporary hit points. I'm not against this. Not for this particular cavern, but I eventually. Can't go wrong with single-use magic items like potion. Exactly. Words of Sharpness. Sword of Sharpness. Hello? My brain. I put the S at the end instead of at the beginning. Sword of Vengeance. Sword of Wounding. Talisman Pure Good. Creature that is neither good nor evil takes 66. Oh. Either sword creature takes damage each time its turn. Okay. You can use the talisman as a homely symbol, and you gain +2 bonus to spell attack rolls while you wear or hold it. Talisman has 7 charges. I don't want to give him that. Talisman of the Sphere. Talisman of Ultimate Evil. Tentacle Rod. Why would Drow in this world make this rod? I feel like that would be something someone from underwater would make. Logic doesn't exist. Tome of Clear Thought, yeah! Okay. Tome? Leadership and influence. Of the stilled tongue. Tome of Understanding. Your wisdom score. Okay. What was that last one? Oh, that was charisma. Universe is solvent. Instantly dissolves adhesive. Vicious weapon. Corpuscle. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this magic weapon, 7 damage. When you attack a creature, bleh. Wand of Binding. Wand of Enemy Detection. Wand of Fear, Wand of Fireballs, Wand of Lightning Bolts. I feel like this one looks stupid. I feel like it should be the other way, but that might just be me. Magic Missiles is actually kind of a cool one. Wand of Paralysis. Anyways, Paralysis, Polymorph, Secrets. You can use action, and if a secret door trapped within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest you. Secret tunnels? I like it. I don't think I'll ever give them that, but I do like it. Wand of the War Mage. Wand of Web, Wand of Wanda. Bleh. Too many words for one, and for too many things it can do. I can't keep track of all that. I don't want to keep track of all that. Weapon of Warning. While the weapon is on your person, you have advantage on initiative rolls. Well of Many Worlds. Hold it after the dimensions of a handkerchief. Unfolds to a circular sheet. Huh. I don't hate that. I kind of like that, actually. Hello, Angry Meatball. How's it going? We are just looking at basically all of the items in in the Dungeon Master's Guide all the magical items, and we are deciding which ones we like and dislike for this specific group. And then what we'll do after that, I'm so hungry. What we will do after that is we will go through and decide which ones we want, which ones we want to use for this cavern puzzle thing that we're doing. So yeah. Wind fan. No sentient magic items for this group. I just don't want to. No. No. Lovely. Okay. So, for next session, items for next session. Hold. Discord. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and just open this up on the other side and put it into items for next session. So I definitely want to do the Ring of Spell Storing. That's one of my favorites, and I think that it makes you think ahead. So I'm gonna toss that into my items for next session, just on another screen. Let's take a look at these. And let's actually, I kind of want to edit them for specific locations. So we have the sun room, we have the 3 riddle rooms, we have the statue room, we have the key room, we have the 4 element rooms. So we have a total of 10. Right? A total of 10. Yes. Okay. The Ring of Spell Storing I kind of want to put into the sun room. So what we'll do... Whoops. The sun room. We'll edit that. Okay. So let me actually just do a quick note. The sun... actually... I can't cross it out from there. I'm gonna do this. So, the sun room, riddle room, riddle room, riddle room. So we have 3 of those. We have the key room. Lack of apparatus. Cool. We took a look at that. I decided I don't want to use it. It's not the vibe. The key room and the statue room, and then we have the fire room, water room, air room, earth room. Okay. My goodness, they zoomed. I don't know if you guys could hear that. It was a loud zoom. Okay. Do this up to here and do this. Lovely. Amulet of Health. Constitution score is 19. I don't know if I want to give him this early. 8th level? It's kind of like a submarine. It's like you turn into a giant lobster. It's a barrel, and then it turns into a giant lobster that you just... It's kind of like a little mecha. But lobster shaped. Boots of Elven kind. I'm not against giving this to them. Copy image. I think that we will put this into... So we did the sunroom. Riddle room, riddle room, riddle room. Key room. Statue room. Let me grab this. What are the riddles that we chose? The future, the stars, and I. Statue. Air room. Maybe we put this into, maybe we put the Boots of Elvenkind into the air room or the earth room. Kind of like putting it into the earth room. Candle of Invocation, we are not giving them this early. Chime of Opening, I kind of want to give them. So we'll do this one into the air room. Cloak of Protection. Kind of actually like this. They don't have any roguelikes in this game, so maybe not. Over the Manta Ray. I kind of want to do this for the water room. So they're going to Umbra. They're on their way to Umbra. Is this next little bit. After the cave, they're going to actually go to Umbra. So in Umbra, there is half of the city is in the water and half of it is out of the water. And the part that's in the water is home to a lot of merfolk, which I think is gonna be a lot of fun for everybody, including myself. So, Cloak of the Bat. Crystal Ball. Cloak of the Bat. Crystal Ball. I kind of like the idea of doing a crystal ball for one of them. Copy image. You know? Just for fun? Where is it? Overview. Here it is. I think we'll do that for the stars room. Riddle room. Do the crystal ball, and then we'll do, I think, the clairvoyant potion for the eye room, and then the future we'll do something else, maybe. Cubic Gate, Defender, Dimensional Shackles, Drift Globe, Elixir of Health. Maybe we do this for the future one. You know, like a just in caseies. Last, riddle. Gem of Seeing. Let's do statue room, maybe. Gloves of Thievery. Headband of Intellect. I have to give it to them. I have to. They all have such poor intelligence. So I have to give it to at least one of them. There's no way. So maybe the future? Oh no, we did the Elixir of Health. Actually, I think we'll do, so we're not gonna do the Elixir of Health. I think we do the last riddle room as the Headband of Intellect. Question mark. Helm of Teleportation. I do want to give this to them eventually, but not right now. Okay, so we got the middle riddle room, the last riddle room. We got air and water, and I think we also got earth. Yeah. Okay. And then maybe like the very center room, we give them one of the manuals. one of the up your stats ones. We'll see. We'll see in a moment. What I hate about only giving them one of those manuals is that it leaves everybody else out, which sucks. Because only one person can use it. So we'll see what we decide to do. Potion of Clairvoyance is going to be so the first riddle room. Edit. Did I copy the link? I copied the link. Copy image. It's nope. Copy. There we go. Okay, the first riddle room. Perfect. So we got riddle room 1. So we have the key room, the statue room, and the fire room. Need items. Potion of heroism. Stability, invulnerability, mind reading, fire statue key room, potion of resistance, speed by vitality, potion of water breathing, of evasion, ring of evasion. Ring of free action, of protection. Maybe we do the ring of protection for the statue room. Did we already do the ring of spell storing? Yeah, under the sun. Spell scrolls. Maybe we do a spell scroll for the key room. What would be a fun spell? Hold. Nope. Hold? Hold? My dog needs to be let out. I will be right back. 1 second. No items that we've made ourselves. So far, yes. Only official items. And then maybe we'll make some later. A later date. Okay, back. What one are you thinking of? Which one? Let's see. Staff of Healing. Tome of Clear Thoughts. Tome of Leadership. Tome of Understanding. So let's think. Sorcerer and Bard use Charisma. Wisdom is our cleric, and then strength is going to be our buddy boy, the fighter. Wisdom. So intelligence is really the only one. Maybe dexterity. Dexterity might be a good idea. I think dexterity might be our final room area. Well of Many Worlds, Tome of Understanding. So the fire room and the key room. the key room. I kind of want to give him this. So, the key room. Okay, and we just need the fire room. And then we will grab the manual of, I think it's called Quick Action. And then we will see. Quickness of action, copy image. The final room. Okay, and then bodily health, spell resistance, fire room. The ring of concussion, it's a ring with a dark jewel around it. It allows you to make a melee spell attack against the target to release a mid-level shatter spell centered on where your fist lands. That's really fun, actually. I like that. That's really fun. Oath bow, oil of sharpness. Maybe we put the crystal ball not in the middle riddle room. We'll make this the fire room. Fire room. And then we will put a another potion in the first riddle room. Or the middle riddle room. Which, oops. Which the answer is stars. Stars. Maybe a flying? Kind of like that. Middle riddle room. Okay. We have officially, I think, gotten all of our items for next session figured out. So I think that we are good. So I mentioned this earlier, but for the lore incorporation, the only thing I'm doing is this sunroom. The sunroom has a little bit of a tidbit of info for basically the ruler of Dakal, which is a little bit of a mysterious person to them. So yeah, I think that's the only big lore piece that I want to add. I think those are the only things I want to add, methinks. And then everything else is set. We have items and riddles laid out for all of them. I think that we are good. The only thing I might do after this is going ahead and putting like actual text inside each of the rooms for each of the riddles, just so that they have that. They don't have to, like, I don't have to type it out for them every time. I don't have to copy and paste. It'll already be on there. So yeah, I think that that's where we're gonna end it today. I think that we made a lot of progress on our little cave, and I think they're gonna have a lot of fun. I don't think they're gonna get it all done in one session, mostly because of the what's it called? The riddles are going to be I think probably difficult for them. So yeah, that's where we're gonna end it today. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.